Hello. Okay, I'm live. So let's get some music because there's not going to be any in-game music today. And today, team building for Pokemon Champions. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So as you can see, or not yet, but I've got a few teams. Oh, I forgot to title this one. This is Trick Room. Just a few ideas that I've either seen or I have. Um, let's start with the basic one. First one I really liked was Mega Meganium in the rain. I feel like this music's too loud. The issue is if I lower it for me, I end up lowering it for uh I end up lowering it for the stream as well, and I think it's too low. Like it's barely coming through. Oh, it's muted. There we go. It's still loud though. There we go, that's a little better. Whoops. What did I click? Portuguese? I am not Portuguese. Unfortunately, my mouse just keeps double clicking. Okay, so the team. I haven't really set these up, but Pelipper, I think. Let's see, is he here already? I forget what it's called. It's not. Where is it? It's like the rock item. Where is it? Yeah, it's like icy rock. I'll just type in rock. Damp rock, that's the one. And drizzle. So you've got rain, you've got tailwind, which is really good. Now you want solar beam, or so the attack is so much lower that it's gotta be beam, right? Synthesis, just because it's so good under sun. I think speed is also, or just that maybe, with a little bit in HP and then plus. Yeah, modest. Let me make it level 50 because it automatically does 100 unless you're in specifically a VGC format, but there isn't one for some reason. Okay. Synthesis, and then the big one is Weather Ball because this kills grass types. My good. Now, what else? Ancient Power is cool because that can kill um Charizard, right? Let me see this. Um, got a calculator open here. Let me go with Mega Meganium. And then Mega Charizard Y. I assume Mega Charizard Y would just be special attack speed, maybe one in special defense. No, it'd probably be in defense, but whatever. This would be, where is it? Modest, max special attack. Um, then we want ancient power. That's 94.1 to 112.4. That's not terrible. Okay, that's not, yeah, that's not bad. Let's go back to Showdown here. And then we really just need anything stronger than that. Ancient Power is still good though because it has the chance to raise all the stats, right? Energy Ball is just going to be worse Solar Beam because that's going to do so much more damage. Huh. So it turns out Ancient Power is the only Rock type move it gets. And then it doesn't really get anything else that's good. Protect? I guess you could go Protect. Yeah, maybe I'll just go with Protect. And then we've already decided on this. Sure, but it's special defense and defense are equal, so I'd raise HP. Or wait, speed and attack. No. I want special attack. I want this thing doing as much damage as possible. Now into Pelipper. Actually, this isn't that hard. You want, where is it? Hurricane, because that's always going to hit. You probably want... So, Weather Ball is good. It's better than... is it better than Surf, though? Because Surf hits everything. Weather Ball's only going to hit one. I think you still go with Weather Ball, and then probably... either Roost or Protect. I'm going to go Roost. Now this thing, you want it fast because it's Tailwind. And then you probably plus Speed. And you want some special attack maybe a bit of special defense, and then minus attack. Then next, so you need something that can deal with flying types and electric types. So what Pokemon is really good for that? Hmm. Archaludon is confirmed. I've used one of these before. It's really good. No, not air balloon. Actually, maybe. You could do air balloon, but I think it's simpler to just go with life orb. Hmm. I think I want to go stalwart. That's really good. And then yeah, this electroshock is really good because in rain it's no charge. You probably want Draco Meteor because it's so good. So now you've dealt with flying types, right? It's just ground types you need some. Well, no, not ground types. I forget what types I was even looking for. It wants protect. Substitute's not bad. You know what? I don't think Aura Sphere's bad. And then you probably go speed and special attack with a little in special defense. And then you go plus probably another plus speed minus attack. Hmm. So then what else works on a rain team? Palafin. Now I've never actually used Palafin for anything before. Yeah, it gains a ton of attack. It doubles its special attack, but you're not using that. You're using the attack stat. Zero to hero, you just switch out, switch back in. Um, what item would I use? Probably. Hmm. Choice band is a good idea. So what moves does it get? It gets close combat. Ooh. Flip turn's not terrible. liquidation, and then I think I like Zen Headbutt just for a little more coverage, especially against poison types, right? Because Meganium is weak to poison. And then you go Assault Vest. And then here it's simple. You just do speed, attack, plus, and minus. And then I guess you boost special or health. So I should probably make this level 50. There. And then obviously it's a requirement. Incineroar. First you go with Parting Shot, Protect. It doesn't get knockoff anymore though, but it gets Fake Out still. So because this is a rain team, a fire type move maybe isn't the play. But is there anything equivalent to knockoff in terms of just how good it is? Probably not, right? Throat Chop is interesting to me because there are a few sound-based Pokemon. Where are they? Because Skeledirge is legal. Primarina, right? Primarina's legal. Noivern's legal. Sylveon's gonna be big. So there are definitely sound-based Pokemon here. So I don't think Throat Chop is a bad idea. Could make this thing do absolutely no damage and give it Will-O-Wisp. Could give it U-Turn. That's interesting. I guess this team doesn't really have anything for psychic types. And then even though a dark type move like Throat Chop would work, U-Turn is just a better move. Right, it really plays into the whole switching in and switching out that you love to do with Intimidate. But man, this is tough. Every time I did a Incineroar before, it's easy. Parting Shot, Protect, Fake Out, Knockoff, right? And then here... you probably just want to max speed. A little bit in both, maybe? And then the rest in health. Or attack. I don't know. And then... I don't know if Air Balloon is needed when there's 3 Pokemon on this team that can really deal with ground types. Hmm. Focus Sash would be really good if I just removed the defense and special defense EVs and put it all into attack. I'll just give it leftovers. Very simple. And then what else would work well on a rain team? Hmm. You know what? What if it was a different mega? Right? What if I have two megas and then I just get the choice? And the one I'm interested in here is Trampa because it's looking like it's gonna get Drizzle. So already that's really good. And then it gets a lot of really good moves. Like it gets Thunder. Wait, what? We could just put in regular Trampa. Why aren't the moves coming up? Okay, Showdown is broken. But you'd probably... See, Trampa is tough because it has no speed. But you'd obviously max special attack. Maybe a little in defense. To try and maybe even them out. And then max health. And then just accept that Drainpaw is going to go last, because even if you don't, like, even if you go all in on speed, that's still 171, and that's going to be lower than, like, oh, it's level 100. Let me change that. 88. That's terrible, right? Lower than Ensign, lower. It's the lowest out of everyone on the team. And even Incineroar, 88 there. And Incineroar is not a fast Pokemon. It's pretty slow, right? 60. Why the server? Whatever. But yeah, Drampaw's really slow. So I don't know if it's good for that. But I kind of want to move on to either... So Mega Excadrill, we don't know if it does, but I'm really hoping it gets Sand Rush again. Because that would make it the fastest Pokemon in the game, right? Because it's currently got a speed stat of 103. The fastest megas are like 150-ish. But in Sand with Sand Rush, that goes up to 206, right? Now you're still going to want to put in some points into speed there. Obviously, negative special attack. You want to attack up. Oh, why is this? There we go. I don't know why that just automatically does that. Though IVs don't matter because they're apparently not in the game. And then I guess you would do a point of special defense. And then for moves, drill run's cool, but I'm thinking more of a... Where is it? Where's Earthquake? I know he gets Earthquake. Where's Earthquake? There. Right, just clearly one of the best moves in the game. Ironhead. Ironhead's really good. But what rock type move? Probably Rock Slide, right? And then would he do Protect, maybe? Then for Tyranitar, obviously Sandstream to set up the sand. Um, I don't know what item I'd throw on him. Maybe Assault Vest? And then you go with all physical moves. So... Crunch... I don't know if I want to do Earthquake on him. Fire Punch, it's not very high power. I don't know if Foul Play's that good. Because even though the power's higher, Tyranitar is going to have a higher attack stat than most things it goes up against. High horsepower. Yeah, I think that's what I would do instead of Earthquake. Then maybe Outrage, because it's so strong. Another Rock Slide, and then you would go Speed, Attack. Probably just HP, and then the special defense is going to be boosted so much from both Sand and the Assault Vest. Maybe plus Speed minus Special Attack. Then Gliscor. I have Gliscor here for Tailwind. So obviously you immediate max the speed plus speed. This one's easy. 45 special attack stat. He has no special attack. He's also flying, which goes... Oh, cancel. He's got flying, which goes very well with Earthquake from Excadrill. And then... my only issue is I wish that... Because I don't like how it works, where you're going to have to send out Excadrill and Tyranitar. You Mega Evolve Excadrill. And then you switch Tyranitar out for Gliscor first turn, right? And then second turn you get the Tailwind. I'm not sure if I like that much. I don't know what I would give him. Raises holder's speed by one stage when at a quarter max HP or less, single use. That could be good for when you switch out from Tyranitar to Gliscor. If he gets hit with a move that would two-hit him, because he's not that tanky, you raise your speed by one stage to guarantee you can get the Tailwind out. I don't think that's bad. Oh, Sandvale, definitely. Then... I see Baton Pass so often, and it's interesting to me. But there's not that many Pokemon that can just sit on the field, get a bunch of stat ups, and then Baton Pass. right? You just don't have time for that. Um, Detect, because why not? Apparently it's better than Protect now, or equal, I don't remember. Crab Hammer's stronger than I thought it was. And then maybe dual wing beat? And then here you would boost. The most important thing about this thing is getting the tailwind off. So I think you do that. And then what else works well in sand? Hmm. So first things first, easy Incineroar, right? Don't even need to build this. Already done that this stream. Arcanine. Specifically Hisuian Arcanine. That could be interesting. Let's see. So it gets Intimidate. So maybe you don't go Incineroar, which is a crazy thing to say. But Intimidate. What moves does it get though? Extreme Speed is good. What are its stats? Good attack. It's not that slow. So, just basic. Probably boosting defense because you're going to get boosted. That special attack's not bad though. And everyone else is a physical attacker, so maybe you could use this as a mixed. It depends. What moves does it get? Heat Crash. How heavy is Hisuian Arcanine? Let's see. I could just search it. Or does it give it here? No, let me search. Arcanine. Weight. Speaking of weight, it seems that Metagross or Mega Metagross got a huge boost. It's 155 kilograms. That's not that good. That's not that good. So no Heat Crash. It has Heat Wave. See, that's a really good move. Oh, I really wish the attack and special attack were swapped because Hyper Voice, Heat Wave, these are good moves. You're probably going to protect on it. Oh, Stone Edge. A lot of recoil moves. Not the biggest fan of recoil moves. It has close combat, that's always good. And then extreme speed, I guess. Then you boost. Then you boost attack. And minus special attack. And then what else could work? Is Aerodactyl any good just on its own, not Mega? I doubt it. Steelix, Scizor, those could work. Skarmory, I don't think it's very good without its Mega. Aggron, I feel like there's definitely a way to get Mega Aggron to work with like Body Press because its defense is so high. But I'm just not sure. I think that's it for that team. Now, the idea here, or just basic Trick Room, you go Mega Drampa because it's so slow, right? And then you go Poltergeist. Let me change the. There we go. But yeah, these are really slow. 50, 36. What abilities do you have? Heat Proof is good. Really like Hospitality, though. And then, oh, the stats on this thing are just not good, though. Probably minus speed on everything, which makes it easy. But, yeah, the stats are terrible. I guess you want to go special attack. Boost that. Boost these just to live a little. Yeah, that's my idea. Still not good. And then maybe... Oh, hello. Well, with moves, obviously... Trick Room. Energy Ball's not bad. Hex would be good if there's a good way to give a status effect, which I guess there is. How are you? I'm pretty good. You know, I don't think Foul Play is that bad. Because even though, obviously, terrible attack stat, it's not really a big deal. And then... probably just Shadow Ball. And then for Drampa, it won't show me... What is showing the moves now? Huh. I don't know why it was doing that before. It, again, probably gets Drizzle. So I'm thinking... first, obviously minus speed plus special attack. I need max that. Again, probably just boosting both defenses and then a little bit of health. This thing gets Thunder, right? It gets Hurricane. I'm pretty sure it gets Thunder. Yeah, Thunder. Probably Draco Meteor. just want a protect. What else is slow? Well, first let's go Incineroar. Incineroar is pretty good on, or not Incinerate. No. Yeah. Incineroar. Maybe just leftovers. Intimidate. Incineroar is good on slow teams because he's not that fast. Right? 60 speed, and then you're also going down. Yeah, sure. And then boost defenses a bit. Hmm. So for moves, obviously, fake out. You want parting shot. You want protect. And then the last time I went with U-turn, I think I'm gonna go with that again. Oh, I like superpower. No, I think I go U-turn. U-turn's really good. What else is slow? What's the speed stat on slow, bro? 30. Okay, I was asking for something slow. It's got Regenerator, which is good. But do I go with standard Slowbro or Slowbro Galar? I think standard. No, not Mega. Let me lower it to 50. Yeah, absolutely terrible speed stat. Boost. Special attack. Max that. I guess there. What does Slowbro have? Expanding Force. Huh. So is Slowbro the Expanding Force Pokemon? You just set up Trick Room first. Trick Room, Psychic Terrain, and then Slowbro's really good. I think Slowbro might be getting some use. Hmm. Hydro Pump, Ice Beam. It's got Nasty Plot. Like that. Oh, then obviously Psychic. So I think just like that. Seems simple enough. What else? Is Snorlax any good? I know it's slow, right? What are its stats? Let me lower it. Yeah, its speed is terrible. What moves does it get, though? And also, its attack is good. It's really good as a special wall. And we already have a bunch of special attacking Pokemon. So as a physical attacker, it wouldn't be bad. Hmm. Uses user's defense as attack. Yeah, body press is good. but defense isn't that great. Maybe body slam, earthquake, encore. How heavy is Snorlax? I assume it's really heavy, right? £1,000. Okay, that's not terrible, but I still don't think I choose it for Heat Crash. Hmm. Well, do I have anything for fairy types? Because if this revolves around Mega Drampa, I don't have anything for fairy types, so I think I go with, where is it? Gunk Shot. And then obviously minus speed, plus attack, max attack, and then, well, I could Assault Vest, but I want Encore. That's tough. I think let's go. No, it already has Earthquake. A return would be better than Body Slam. Well, Body Slam has a chance to paralyze. That's not bad. Uh, how about Rock Slide? Rock Slide's good. And then Assault Vest, then you max out Defense, probably. I'm really liking this team. But I do think there is a possibility for Psychic Terrain on, uh, like with Slowbro, with Expanding Force. Let me search what Pokemon, uh, Pokemon set up Psychic Terrain. Yeah, no priority. Um, Indeedee, Calyrex, none of those are in the game. Alolan Raichu is. Slowbro can set it, but if I look at Slowbro, because I'd probably substitute Psychic for Psychic, or for Expanding Force, and then I don't really have room for Psychic Terrain. Espeon is in the game. Slow King, I guess. What about the ability that just automatically sets it? Um, Yeah, Psychic Surge. Tapu Lele. Oh, yeah, Tapu Lele and Indeedee. That's it. So you either have to go with a move. I think. Well, how fast is. Because if I go back to the Pokemon that learn it as a move. How fast is a Alolan Raichu? 110 speed. That is not acceptable. 110. Oh, everything has 110 speed. Is Girafarig in? Because Girafarig learns it. Or it wouldn't even be Girafarig. It would be Farigiraf, wouldn't it? Farigiraf is in. Ooh, wait a minute. Farigiraf. Speed looks to be its lowest stat. What is it? Oh, not level 1050. Please, no. 60. Okay, so it's the same speed as Incineroar. Hmm. So obviously that max special attack, we want a mix here, I would assume. Maybe a little more physical because of the types that are super effective against it. Hmm. Opposing priority moves, that would be good. I don't know what item I would throw on it. Yeah, it gets expanding force. It gets... Wait, it doesn't get psychic terrain? What? Is that not the name of the move? Because this is by, like, alphabetical, right? Did the game lie to me? Or not the game, the website? This also has Trick Room, so it wouldn't be bad to have. Um... Yeah, I guess it just doesn't have... Well, it does get Psychic Terrain. Oh, it's just in the useless section, even though it's not, because it's required for Psychic Terrain in this format, probably, unless Indeedee's in. Oh, if Indeedee's in, it's gonna get so much usage. And then probably just Protect, right? I'm I'm feeling really good about this team. No Slowbro Knight. You don't need a Slowbro Knight. Um, maybe Life Orb? Immune to Intimidate doesn't matter. I like Regenerator. Um, cannot be poisoned. Thick Fat. Thick Fat's good. And then maybe... I'm not sure. Maybe just leftovers. Or do I already have leftovers on something? I do. Oh. Um... That's tough then. Maybe Rocky Helmet? I don't know. I don't know what people usually throw on for the graph. But I think that's it for the Trick Room team. The Trick Room team, I think, is pretty good. And then... Oh, do I do Mega Meganium and Sand, or do I do Mega Absol Z? Let's do Mega Absol Z. Now, the whole point of this is... Let me see if I can show it. Here, if I go to Mega Absol Z, maxed attack with... what would it be? Night Slash? Yeah, Night Slash. And then people are thinking it's gonna get Sharpness. Where is Sharpness? There's Sharpness. So if people are thinking it's gonna get Sharpness, let's go with... Where's Adamant? There. Like, it does a lot of damage because of its ridiculous attack stat, right? And this thing does get Sword Stance. So if you can have a Pokemon use, like, Rage Powder one turn while Absol Sword Stances... Well, what else does it get? But the big thing that I found was, other than it could kill Mega Charizard Y, which I didn't know that, Mega Metagross gets killed, right? And I think to not get killed, to guarantee, or it's impossible for it to guarantee that it doesn't get killed, but for even a chance, it would have to put 36 EVs into defense, which I don't think it's doing. But even that's not a good chance, right? Yeah, that's not great. So I'm not thinking that, or well, actually, I should check one more thing here because I didn't check this before. But what about Mega Gengar? 200%. Okay, this thing gets butchered. And then Mega Kangaskhan. It doesn't do as well. It's not super effective, but it's also... Well, maybe it learns a fighting type move, right? Yeah, maybe it learns a fighting type move. So I've got Shadow Claw. It says Technician. Again, we assume it's going to get Sharpness. That would make a lot of sense to me. Night Slash. And what else does this thing get? It gets Close Combat. That kills Mega Kangaskhan in one hit. Yeah, that... And I don't think you go for any... I don't even think you need... Let me go back to the calculator here. Close combat. I don't think you need anything that isn't... Oh, that doesn't do as much as I thought it would. Oh. I guess because no stab. But you're going first, right? And that's important. is that you're going first. But I guess, okay, so I'm thinking with Swords Dance, if you Swords Dance, even Night Slash here would one-shot Mega Kangaskhan. So is Night Slash good enough that it one-shots everything that doesn't, or two-shots everything that doesn't resist it? Is it that strong? Just with the 154 attack? It could be. What other threats are there? Let's go Mega Excadrill. It has Sand Rush. It dies to close combat. Probably gets two shot there. Where is it? Oh, sand. So it seems like Excadrill goes first, unfortunately. But how much speed does it take to change that? Okay, no amount of speed, which is good for my potential Excadrill team. Hmm. Let me go back to Showdown. I want to see the moves that Absol gets again. Because it could get something really good. Could it get Dragon Dance, maybe? No. I was still a little too hopeful. Because that would have been perfect. But obviously it doesn't. Hmm. Gets Play Rough. Play Rough is pretty good for fighting types, which it's going to have a problem with hitting. It gets Rock Slide. That isn't terrible. Superpower's alright instead of close combat, but you don't care about the attack, or, I mean, you don't care about the defense and special defense of this thing. It's dying in one hit. You just want it to outspeed everything and one-shot everything. Hmm. Nothing... Nothing that could be crazy. Yeah, no... Hmm. And then none of these are any good. Huh. Um, Maybe you just go Detect. And anything that Absol doesn't one-shot. Let me lower this. There. Max attack, max speed, plus attack, minus special attack, and then I don't know, defense. And then Whimsicott. It's got Prankster, got Tailwind. What would you give it? Maybe Focus Sash or something. It's not that tanky. Obviously, max speed. So it's determined that the single fastest Pokemon will be Mega Excadrill if it has Sand Rush. In Sand with Tailwind, nothing will outspeed it. But I guess, actually, let me go back to the calculator. Close combat almost one-shots. Or it does. It has a chance to. What about some sort of hazard? I know hazards are rare, but oh, Helping Hand. Does Whimsicott have Helping Hand? It does! Okay, so is there anything that... Yeah, 1.5x power. Is there anything that a max attack, Adamant, Mega Absol Z can't do at least 66.7% to? Because if there isn't, then this just wins. It just straight up wins. Oh, my chair's so loud. Oh, I wasn't showing Showdown, but yeah, Whimsicott gets... Oh, whoops. Whimsicott gets Helping Hand. That's a little busted. I don't know how to feel about that. It would also want... Well, it doesn't just win because there's obviously two Pokemon, right? But what would you want on it? Protect, clearly, and then I like Moonblast. That's not a bad one. Well, wait a second. Prankster. This Pokemon's status moves have priority raise. So, if I just don't give it an attacking move, everything has its priority raised. Right? Tailwind, Helping Hand, Protect, so I don't need any speed. I could go minus speed. Plus in special defense, and then just make this thing never die. Right? And then maybe go with... Encore, and then as an item give it leftovers. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I really like that helping hand into Absol. If only Absol had moves that hit everything on the field, right? Does it? Does it have anything that's really good? Hmm. I don't think it does. Oh, it's Rock Slide. Huh. That's kind of interesting to me. Because it can hit both. The issue is the Rock Slide isn't going to do that much damage. Well, let me see. Rock Slide. Yeah, very little to Excadrill, but that's because he resists. And then for Mega Charizard, it one-shots, but Night Slash also could one-shot. It's just that strong. It's 105 power, I think, if it's sharpness. And then now if Absol doesn't get sharpness, you replace Night Slash with Knockoff, which I think does 1.5x damage. So it does 90, was it like 98 power or something? Plus 32 onto 65, so 97 power, so it's not as good. It's gonna be down by 8 power for Night Slash. But I don't know, hopefully you just get sharpness and you just throw Night Slash on there. Hmm. But yeah, Rock Slide does guaranteed kill Charizard. Oh, but you don't need it because Helping Hand Night Slash will guaranteed kill. Okay, so Rock Slide isn't needed. Um, yeah, it's unnecessary. So is close combat necessary? Because the close combat, wait a second. The close combat was for Mega Kangaskhan, right? Oh, it is necessary. Oh yeah. So then what is needed is something to beat um Excadrill in some way. So something with like a rage powder. That would be good. Thought Whimsicott had a move like that, but I guess not. Unless I'm crazy. Or not crazy, but just blind. Yeah, it doesn't have any. Does it have follow me? No. What Pokemon learn follow me? Or first Rage Powder. Rage Powder. Amoonguss Volcarona's in. Sinistra. Scovillain's probably in. Volcarona's interesting. What about Follow Me? Okay, for Follow Me, we've got Clefairy, and Clefable is in the game, but Clefable's not that good. Oh, I really wish Clefairy was in because it's so good with, like, what is it, Friend Guard and Follow Me with Eviolite. Yeah, I've used that before. Hmm. Okay, so it seems like Volcarona is the play for Rage Powder. Volcarona. Oh, whoops, not Choice Specs. Focus Sash. Flame Buddy's not that good. You'd probably max speed on this thing. And then maybe give it a little bit of defense. And then it wants... Ooh, I love Fiery Dance here. And that's pretty cool. Or not, you just go Heat Wave. Never mind, Heat Wave is just that good. Protect. This thing does have Quiver Dance. It has Tailwind. So you could have multiple Tailwind setters. Just in case. But I want Rage Powder. There we go. Is it? Wait, is it showing the right screen? It is. Eh. Quiver Dance. Maybe you don't go Quiver Dance. Maybe that's too risky. Maybe you go with something like a... Hmm. Bug Buzz or something? I don't know. Whatever, not a big deal to look into now. Though with Focus Sash, so I'm thinking like if someone sends out Excadrill, um, Absol can't one shot or can't guarantee the one shot. What was the calcs again? On Excadrill, no, Mega Excadrill. It was 91.8 to 109.1. So I can do it with Helping Hand if Sand isn't up, but if Sand is up, I'd want to probably switch. What else? Oh, Chestnut. Chestnut's a really tanky Pokemon. Let me go to the calculator. Yeah, Chestnut. Let me go Mega Chestnut. Oh, Chestnut's tanky as hell. It's it's grass fighting, so you'd want a flying type move. So Rock Slide was never necessary, which means, oh, does Absol get Aerial Ace? Instead of Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw's not needed, I don't think. It could be, but I don't know if it is. It gets Aerial Ace. Which could work. So let's see. Let's scroll down. 98.1 to 117.7. So this one shot's Chestnut. But this is with no EVs into defense on Chestnut, which I think Chestnut would max, because it would probably going for, what is it, Body Press? So if you max those, it barely has a chance to kill, but with Helping Hand, it's guaranteed. So this seems like, what's a plus defense? No matter what Aerial Ace with Helping Hand kills. Okay. And then, I'm thinking, because this entire team, I don't know if I've ever built a team that's so based around one Pokemon. So I'm thinking, what if I throw in Clefable into the team? Because Clefable is obviously not that good. And this isn't a possible Mega Clefable. There's no other possible Mega for this team. This is only the Absol show. Clefable. Don't care about Cute Charm, Magic Guard, Unaware. Let's go Magic Guard. I don't know what item I'd go for. Maybe leftovers, because I've got you. Oh, you have leftovers. You're probably not gonna have leftovers, whatever. Because the idea here is, so you get, oh, whoops, you get detect, encore, it's ice beam. That's not bad. You get screens, both of them, I think. Wait, does this thing not get follow me? But Clefairy does. Or is it... Okay, it's the same thing. And then you get Helping Hand. You do get Helping Hand. So your Detect, Encore, Follow Me, Helping Hand. I'll give you... Probably something like the... Actually, I don't know. Bright Powder, maybe. And then you're gonna max speed, and then everything else is going into a mix here. Probably a little less special defense, more actual defense, and then minus. Let's just go minus attack, even though it's not. It doesn't have an attacking move at all. And overall attacking moves are really... Oh, it's not the... There's noise. Okay. Um... What was I doing? Yeah, Team Builder. Um, so this Clefable... It really just is everything to support Mega Absol Z. If I wanted to go into the calculations more, I think I'd calculate how Pokemon like Volcarona or Clefable, because they have Follow Me and Rage Powder, how they can tank the moves of like a Kangaskhan or something, or an Excadrill. Excadrill, I think, is the big worry. Let me look through here. What needs to be killed? I think Dondozo might be a thing. I tried to make it a thing early Scarlet Violet, and then Murkrow showed up and ruined my day. But there isn't anything like that. I think the only Haze user currently is like Primarina. Maybe there's something else that gets Haze, but not that much. Um, hmm. Dondozo. I kind of want to check for Dondozo because Dondozo is a little worrying. Let's see here. Dondozo. Blank set. I don't know if it's. I think it would just go pretty much speed and attack, right? Even. Oh, it's bulky. Remember to go helping hand, but even then. That's terrible. And that's without doubling its defense. Because of Tetsugiri, right? Yeah, that's tough. Hmm. I don't know if I have anything to deal with Dondozo. Maybe this is where the team splits up. A separate mega specifically for Dondozo. What could one shot a Dondozo? Or maybe I was just talking about Primarina. I go with the Primarina, right? Let's see here. Um, add Primarina. No, you go Liquid Voice. You want Haze. Eliminate all stat changes. And that would work really well because I think the only stat changing move I have is Weaver Dance on Volcarona. And then, okay, at level 50, you'd give this thing Hyper Voice. I like Energy Ball. Where is... Does this thing not get Moonblast? Oh, it does. Okay. You want max speed, because the thing about Dondozo is his speed's not very good. Right? Let me check. His speed is 100, or no, it's 35. Even doubled? Or, okay, so you would expect that he'd go all in on speed. And then probably a positive speed nature. And then doubled. So 190. Okay, that's still terrifying. Oh, Absol beats it. Absol still beats it. And then also Tailwind. You have Tailwind. If you have Tailwind, you're just trying to beat 95. So, and that's assuming they don't have Tailwind. But with how strong in terms of damage I'm trying to make this team, there's a good chance that whatever it is dead already. So 112, that's not bad. That's better than 95. Right, that outspeeds. I'm curious. I'm a little curious. Let me make a new... I just completely closed the tab. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. And let me just, can I duplicate tab? There we go. Primarina. Probably max special attack with energy ball on to Dondozo. That's still not 66%. What if it's modest? And then Helping Hand should just guarantee it's over 100? Yeah. So you haze. They don't go for Primarina because they don't know to, or they don't have anything that one-shots. Probably. Oh, I should go to level 50. Okay, it does even more. Nice. So Primarina is the play for Dondozo. That's not bad. I like that. I like that. I like Primarina. But that means you're not plus speed. You're plus special attack, which is fine because I didn't put the minus in, which means it didn't even factor that in yet. So you do that. And then defense, maybe? Because you're trying to live a hit. So probably just Citrus Berry, right? Maybe Clefable gets the Citrus Berry, and then maybe Primarina gets the Bright Powder? Yeah, that makes more sense to me. And then, okay, so you've solved... You've solved Dondozo. You've got a way to one-shot most things. What about Archeludon? I'm curious. I don't think it's going to get that much usage. It never really does. But... Let me see. It's not showing my mouse. My mouse has just completely disappeared for some reason. So Mega Absol Z. Yeah, I don't know why my mouse has disappeared. And then Archeludon. I have no idea where my mouse is. So frustrating. Okay. Again, it probably gets sharpness. Can I do that? What? What? Sharp. Yeah, there we go. And then Adamant. Also, it would have maxed attack. Yeah, I don't know why my mouse is just... Oh, there we go. I'm so confused. Yeah, Night Slash. 54.5 to 64.2. That's not enough. Though, I was also going to give it close combat. So with close combat, that's enough with Helping Hand. Okay. Uh, let's see. Obviously, it gets Sinistra. It's not that strong. Kingambit dies to close combat. Farigiraf dies to Night Slash in one hit. Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri should just die, right? Let me see. How do you spell Tatsugiri? What? I thought I spelled it right. Tatsugiri. Yeah, it gets beaten even without Helping Hand. Okay. Now. Glimora. Is Glimora tanky? I don't know. Glimora. Oh, there's also Mega Glimora, right? Mega Glimora dies to Night Slash. Okay. Unless it has defense boosted, but it's probably speed special attack. Orthworm should die to close combat. Pelican should just die. Its defense isn't that high. I can check though. Elephant. Oh. Bulky attacker, maybe. But even then, it's not doing anything in defense. Wait, what? Okay, it just hits first and kills with Wave Crash. 500 and... Oh. Why is this thing so strong? What? Also, why am I doing less damage to it than I do to, like, super defensive Pokemon? Is it because it's max HP? Oh, it's level 100, that's why. I don't know why it made it level 100, but... Oh, because it's taking from, like, a singles build. Night Slash is enough. Okay. Let's see. Tinkaton should die. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It doesn't die to either Night Slash or Close Combat because it resists. Close Combat's not resisted, but it's neutral. And I've only had to use it. Or Tinkaton. Oh, it's not 66.7? Okay. What am I running on it again? Aerial Ace. Oh yeah, Aerial Ace for Mega Chestnut and just any grass or fighting type. And then Detect. Is Detect too passive? Do I need to give this thing, like, does it get any ground type moves? Um, what about Shadow Claw instead of Night Slash? It's it's so what resists ghosts? I think Shadow Claw is the play instead of Night Slash. Because everything that is immune to ghost. Oh, hello there. But everything that is immune to ghost is something I would probably be better using close combat on anyway. Right? Let me see. Shadow Claw. So Shadow Claw doesn't kill, but apparently, because Dragon Claw now works with Sharpness, and again, we think Mega Absol Z is going to get Sharpness, this gets boosted to, like, what was it, 105? Which kills, especially with Helping Hand. Okay. Oh, whoops. What else? Scovillain probably dies to either the Shadow Claw or the Aerial Ace. Ceruledge is Ghost type, so you would use Shadow Claw, Armor Rouge. You would again use Shadow Claw. Garganackle should die to close combat. I know it's kind of bulky, but it's also a rock type. Messhold, Palmot. All of these should just die. What about Ursaluna? I think Ursaluna's tanky. It dies to close combat with Helping Hand. Good. Cleavor should just die. I don't think it's that bulky. Dragapult dies. Does anything? Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl resists? Huh. Maybe what I get isn't Shadow Claw. Or maybe it is. Maybe Shadow Claw's probably good, but I'm thinking maybe a ground type. A ground steel type, which would be Excadrill, I guess. Even without Sand Rush, it's still pretty good. Um, yeah, Excadrill. Would I go Assault Vest? Probably not. Maybe Life Orb. purposefully choosing Mold Breaker would be kind of strange. Or maybe I go Sand Rush. Yeah, maybe I do Sand Rush, and this is my counter to other Excadrills as well. Drill Run. I wouldn't want to hit Mega Absol Z. So Iron Head. Hmm. Oh, it didn't click Iron Head. But Rock Slide as well. And then how about Swords Dance? And then I max speed. Put a little, or not a little, but max attack, and then I guess one defense. Yeah, that's not terrible. Especially in sand, that would double. I think that's my team. I've done a few teams already, right? I've done all these teams today. But the Mega Absol Z team, I think, is my favorite. Right? It's probably the worst. But it does everything it can to just get the damage out of Mega Absol Z. I think I like that a lot. Oh, it's not good. It's not a good team. But I do kind of love it. What's the focus of this team? Um, this is specifically just for Mega Absol Z, but I've done a few. Oh, whoops. I've done Trick Room, where you use Drampa because it's so slow, and then I also found that Slowbro might actually be really good with. Oh, why does it still have Psychic? I meant to give it Expanding Force. But yeah, Farigiraf setting Psychic Terrain, Slowbro with Expanding Force. I think that could be good. Excadrill. I think Excadrill might be one of the most popular Pokemon in Champions. But I don't know. This team I didn't finish. I like the idea of Mega Meganium and Rain. I think there's a few things you can do with that. But definitely this one's my favorite, where it's just doing all it can to get the damage out of Mega Absol's 154 attack and 151 speed. Right? Because if you merge that with something like Helping Hand, you one-shot almost every Pokemon. The Trick Room one looks great. Yeah, I like that one as well. I think the only improvement would be if Indeedee was in the game and you would use that instead of Farigiraf. So you can just get the Psychic Terrain on coming in instead of using the move. But I guess Tapu Lele would work as well. Though that's far less likely to be in the game. But I kind of want to just train up these Pokemon already for both of the Trick Room and the Mega Absol team. And then there's a few other Pokemon that are definitely going to be good, but I'm not interested in using Metagross or Gengar or Kangaskhan. But They're definitely the strongest. I'm also interested in, let's see, Mega Phalanx, because we don't know what ability it's going to get. A Pokemon that knows coaching to boost the attack of Snorlax. Um, what Pokemon learn coaching? Let's see. Is Blaziken in? I assume it is. Seems like we don't know, though it probably is in. Infernape has it. Lucario has it. Gallade has it. Emboar, Conkeldurr. There's a few Pokemon that have it. It's not a terrible idea, but are any of them slow? Hmm. Yeah, if any of these are really slow, that could work. What about Conkeldurr? 45 speed, that works. Yeah, I don't think Conkeldurr would be bad. It has a really high attack stat of 140. It's got good physical bulk and low speed, so that works on Trick Room. But my issue with the Trick Room team is I don't know where I would put it. Gallade gets coaching. Yeah, but this is Trick Room, and I feel I don't know Gallade's speed stat, but I think it's yeah, 80 speed. That would be the fastest thing on this team. So it just doesn't work really well. But there's a lot of Pokemon that do work well in Trick Room, and I'm glad with that. I love Trick Room, though I'm so annoyed that Porygon 2 is not going to be in. It's probably my favorite Trick Room Pokemon. Yeah, I've used that a few times. But I like how limited the dex is. Because there's a lot of Pokemon that I feel like wouldn't normally get use. But because pretty much all of the good Pokemon are Megas, you can only have one or maybe two if you change which one you use per team. So you're going to use a lot of the less used Pokemon like Primarina here. Porygon 2 not in Champions? Yeah, it's not in Champions. Because there's no not fully evolved Pokemon in Champions. Though, that doesn't really matter. Porygon 2 is the only one that... Well, also Clefairy. Like, if Clefairy was available, I'd be using it instead of Clefable here. Right, because Clefable's not very good. But I think those are the only two Pokemon that EVLA really matters for. I'm not sure. I think there's a few Pokemon, but those are the two big ones. for this team, I kind of want to search who gets Helping Hand, because that's a big part of this team. So maybe there's a better Pokemon for it. Maybe. No usable ground types. Or just no ground types at all, it looks like. Is Dugtrio in the game? Because that gets Helping Hand. It is not. Okay. Hmm. Groudon gets Helping Hand? What? That's crazy to me. Hmm. Garchomp. You know, I didn't even think of Garchomp. What would I do with Garchomp? So you'd probably not Garchomp Bite. You'd go maybe. Well, I had Life Orb, so why not? Rough Skin. Sure. Maybe you do go Mega, and then you can either use Absol or Garchomp. They both have the same speed stat, right? Both the Megas do. So that wouldn't be terrible. Oh, I have to make this level 50. 154. That's not bad. Obviously I want this. I'm about to do that. You want Jolly. Then a little bit of health, I guess. And then this gets, obviously, Earthquake. I don't know if I go Earthquake. Definitely Rock Slide again. Mega Absol Z struggles with fairy types. So maybe Poison Jab wouldn't be bad. Probably Earthquake. Dragon Claw. And Aqua Tail? Just not a single support move, like no protect or anything. I don't know. I think that works. I think Excadrill is still better though. Wait, you're 154. What's Garchomp at? 169. So Garchomp's faster. But this is good for if it's up against a mirror match Excadrill, which I do think will be common. I think Excadrill is going to be like the third or fourth most common Pokemon. right here for Mega. So without a positive speed nature, it's 155. So that's only one more than positive speed nature standard Excadrill. Hmm. I don't know how people are gonna build Mega Excadrill, but I think you know what? Let's do the calc here. Excadrill versus Excadrill. Can it one-shot itself, but the Mega version of itself with max attack, and then where did I go? I think I went Drill Run. With Helping Hand, it works, but not without. What about Earthquake? That works. That kills. I think I go Earthquake. And then yeah, instead of Drill Run. Oh, whoops, not Rock Blast. Ew. Earthquake. Oh, it's Life Orb though. Wait. Ooh. If it's a Life Orb, does that just work? So I don't have to use Earthquake? Drill Run, item, Life Orb. Yeah, that just works. I don't like the 98.3 on that, but I think I still go Earthquake. Damn. Hmm. So yeah, I think I still go Earthquake. I think I don't know if Swords Dance is necessary then. I'll just go with Protect. What about Choice Scarf? Choice Scarf is good. Hmm. Favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Ludicolo. I just really like it. And there is a lot of nostalgia with it. Um, hmm, Life Orb's good. What if I put Life Orb? Oh, wait, obviously you can't put Life Orb on a Mega. That'd be too powerful. Though I guess with Mega Rayquaza, ugh, really don't know why they did a Mega without a needed Mega Stone. But I think this is the team that I like the most. And then I think this is the best team I've built today. So I guess I could move on to um actually building them in game. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, so it turns out my mic was muted. I don't know how long my mic was muted. Maybe like half an hour. Nice. That's awesome. I love it when my mic was muted. So it should have. I think it. Because it's an alpha, it already had something that was perfect. Or like full in, maybe? Let me see. So Clefable at level 100. Its HP should be 331. Its HP is way higher than that. Its attack is also higher than. Oh, but that's without IVs. Defense should be 221. Why is defense so low? Also, just realized I gave it the wrong. You know what? I'm messing up too much. I think my brain is fried. I'm gonna end stream here.